Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Maryellen. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist, and I'm excited tonight to share our health and immunity health talk. Because I know right now it's so important for people who are trying to take charge of their health and feel healthier. And that's actually how I was 27 years ago when I was introduced to Neolife. At the time, I was a concerned mom. I was working as a law clerk, and I had two boys. They were 11 and 9, and my younger son had a lot of respiratory issues. And I was looking for something to boost up his immune system. And I tried a lot of products in health food stores and drugstores with very poor results. We tried to eat right or exercising. So I was pretty frustrated because, of course, every time I went to the doctor, it was another inhaler, and I didn't know what else to do. And then one day we were having dinner at a coworker of my husband's, and she used to be tired and sick all the time. And she looked so great. When I asked her what she was doing, that's how I first heard about Neolife. And I was a little skeptical because I said, what makes this different than everything else? She said, all I know is made from whole foods, been around since 1958, and I'm not sick and tired anymore. So I said, you know what, get me the information. And I got my family started. And that's a picture of them there. And you can see my younger son is on the right there with his wife. And now he's, after about 6 months on the products, his health completely turned around. And just to clarify, the products don't treat, diagnose, cure any disease, but it's amazing what the body can do when it has the right nutrients. And in fact, today he's a firefighter. My older son on the left, he's actually, it helped him focus better in school. Myself, I got rid of the migraines I suffered from my whole life, and our whole family is a Neolife family, and those are my four Neolife granddaughters, and not one of them's ever been on antibiotics. So you know what? I got really super excited, and when you look at health and nutrition, the key is diet, right? Because you are what you eat, and the reality is 75% of all chronic diseases are preventable. This was a quote from the U.S. Surgeon General. And what are the keys to optimal health? Well, the foundation is diet, right? You are what you eat. Weight management, very, very important for prevention of stress on the joints and immune system. And of course, you got to move your body. Physical activity is key. So all of these together are what make us healthy and help us, prevent disease and viruses and just have a better quality of life. When I look at it now, like I think, wow, I'm in my 60s and I can enjoy my grandkids, I could travel, I could do things, and that's what we want to be, right? And of course, in 2019, they actually improved the Canadian Food Guide. And as you can see, half your plate should be dark colored fruits and vegetables. We should be eating 8 to 13 servings a day. A quarter should be those good quality protein foods, and a quarter should be whole grains. And you want to make water your drink of choice. So this is how we should be eating every single day. And of course, why do we need water? Well, you need water to absorb nutrients, to eliminate waste. You need it for your muscles, if you cramp, for your bones. Everything in the body depends on good quality filtered water. So important. And now I'd like to introduce Shelley Sheridan. She's a retired teacher and an iridologist to kind of share with how what we're not eating it's killing us in this global study.
Thanks, Maryellen. Yeah, this was such an important study. It took 20 years to gather the information, and they looked at over 197 different countries because you're absolutely right, Maryellen. It's not necessarily what we're eating, it's what's missing that's really bothering our health. And what's actually people aren't getting enough of is they're low in whole grains, low in fruit, low in nuts and seeds, low in omega-3s, and low in vegetables. And this was worldwide. And those things are so important for us. But what a lot of people don't understand or don't realize is that our grains are no longer whole. And what does that mean? If you think back to great grandma when she was baking the breads, it was heavy. It went bad in a couple of days because there were grain oils in it. But now our grains are deficient. They started milling the grains out, and they would take the bran and they would take out the endosperm and the germ and the vitamins and minerals. They'd put some back in, but it was synthetic. It wasn't the original grain oils. And now we have a deficiency, which is affecting our cells. And Dr. Segal, way back in 1994, he said that these essential fatty acids were perhaps the most important health problems in America because we can't get it in our breads or in our rice because it's actually what turns rancid, and manufacturers need these products to sit on the shelf. That's why it's been removed. So we need to be able to fill these gaps. And there are just so many different products on the shelf, right, Mary Ellen? You know, you can go into a store and there's rows and rows and rows. Who do you trust? What do you choose? And you went through a lot of them when you were doing your studies, right?
Yeah, that's so true, Shelley, because even when I took my holistic nutrition course, there's so many products out there. There's even ones they call professional products, which only means that's the way they market it, just to professionals. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a better product. And as you can see, supplements play such a role in filling the gap of what we can't get in our diet. But, you think a lot of people say to me, well, is it in a store? And just because it's in a store doesn't mean it's better. Because look at researchers found there was 776 products that were marketed as dietary supplements, and they had hidden active ingredients that were unsafe or unstudied. So you really have to trust who you deal with. And when I looked at Neolife, I was so impressed. The fact that it had been around since 1958, it was in over 50 countries around the world, and it actually met or exceeded all the health standards in those countries. It has a pharmaceutical license, and everything about it. When I checked into it, it had such good evidence-based science. And the key that makes Neolife different is they're the first to champion whole food supplementation, because food is our medicine, right? Those nutrients in food. A lot of products are just isolates where they just extract a vitamin, where if you get all the factors that are in food, your body absorbs it better. And also first to focus on cellular health, because we're only as healthy as our cells, healthy cells, tissue, organs, body, right? That's how it works. And when people ask me, well, what do I look for in a supplement? The first thing I want to look at is, what is the product made from? Is it, just because it says natural, as you can see, there's a lot of anything from the ground is natural. It doesn't mean it's whole food. Where Neolife actually uses those whole grains, fruits and vegetables, and wild salmon, just as you talked about in the study, Shelley, that's what we're missing from our diet. And that's why Neolife focused on those nutrients. And they're all GMO free as well. And they use the purest, like every raw material is tested, the product's made, tested again, comes to Canada, goes into quarantine, tested again before it's released to us as a consumer. So what does that mean? It means you can be 100% sure what's on that label is in the bottle and nothing else, but also what's in the bottle gets into the body. They actually have a mechanical stomach where they test to make sure that everything is absorbed into the body. And the reason we have this high quality control is because of our scientific advisory board founded by Dr. Arthur First, one of the top toxicologists in the world. He actually was the co-founder of oral chemotherapy, and when he was doing his research in cancer, he found nutrients in food not only prevent cancer, but all the diseases that we're dealing with. And that's why he set up our prestigious scientific advisory board of world-renowned scientists and researchers. And they're all involved in the research and development of the products. They're not just a good-looking doctor who endorses it. And some of our products take decades before they come to market. They just don't bring it out because it's a hype product, because every year there's something new that's supposedly we can't live without, right? But food is definitely the foundation. And all of the products are actually published in peer-reviewed journals like the New England Journal of Medicine, the American College of Nutrition. And Neolife's so well known in scientific circles, doing a lot of work with the USDA, Center for Disease Control. So they have really good evidence-based science to back up their products. And our foundation product is our Pro Vitality. And Shelley, would you like to share how we can fill those gaps with our enhanced multivitamin Pro Vitality?
Oh, for sure. And just when you were talking about the scientific advisory board, I've been listening to some of the podcasts about inside the SAB, and it's really great to hear directly from the scientists on different topics. So something to consider if you want more information. So this is the Pro Vitality, and I just love how easy it is in a pack. That first green one, which is the oval, those are your grain oils that I was talking about before that have been milled out. Those are the essential fatty acids, the phytolipids and sterols. They're less gluten than a bowl of gluten-free cereal. Developed from a hospital research study where women had adrenal fatigue and chronic fatigue. When they gave them back those grain oils, they got better, which is amazing. Because it promotes cellular energy and efficiency. And actually, Nada, why don't you jump in right now and share your story, because you have a story of adrenal fatigue.
Yeah, and we didn't have these packs 30 years ago, Shelley. So I'm excited to talk just about TRINN because that's what I started taking 30 years ago. And I did have adrenal fatigue, but I didn't understand what it was until I heard this story. Some of you know I was a police officer in Toronto, and I always had fatigue issues. But when I started working shift work, it got really, really bad. I woke up tired, went to bed tired. I was really dragging my butt. And I have to say that I was still exercising, but I was going on adrenaline. And to ask me to watch a movie at night, no way. 7, 8 o'clock, boom, I was asleep. There's no way I can watch a movie. And after taking TRINN Grain Concentrate, within 2 weeks, I noticed the difference in just how I felt emotionally, mentally. My hormones were more balanced. And then after about a month to 2 months into the program, what a difference. Energy, mental clarity. I was feeling better. I was sleeping better. Even though I was still working shift work, I really noticed a difference on the job. I just had such a better time in dealing with all of that. So TRINN definitely made a huge impact in my life, and I haven't stopped taking it for 30 years. Thank you.
Thanks, Nada. Absolutely. So huge for energy, so huge for balancing hormones. And this is why, because on the left, you can see an unhealthy cell where the outside membrane is not allowing the nutrients to get in, and toxics are stuck inside and they can't get out. So if all of your 72 trillion cells are like that, you feel sluggish. Give yourself TRINN, the grain concentrates, and you get a wonderful membrane on the outside. Nutrients get in to turn into nutrition for your body. Toxins get out, and your cells work the way that they're supposed to work. So there actually was a study, because we love that everything from Neo-Life is backed by science, at Texas A&M University, where they introduced TRINN, and the absorption or the utilization efficiency went up 50%. That's huge, a big difference when you're trying to eat well. You actually want those good foods to get into your body. The second product is called carotenoid complex, and it actually has the word carrot in it because it comes from fruits and vegetables, peaches, green peppers, tomatoes, spinach, squash. The USDA and CDC all proved that it boosted the immune system 37% in 20 days when you take 3 of them a day. And it was so powerful that they published it in the Clinical Nutrition Journal. They published it, it was presented at the Academy of Science. There are 80 pounds of raw fruits and vegetables in every box that you get for the month. Just a powerhouse. And why is this so important? Because your cells, we're all about the cells, take 10,000 hits of free radicals. And so if you're not protecting them from your fruits and vegetables, they are just getting attacked all the time and they're getting damaged. And that can lead to other issues. So we want to protect them with antioxidants just to protect our cells. And then the third one is our omega-3. Oh my goodness, one of my favorites. And I know yours, Maryellen, when you mentioned your headaches, really helps with that. It helps with cardiovascular, inflammation, brain and central nervous system function, behavioral health and learning, immune health and healing, eye health and vision, maintaining flexible joints, cognitive health and aging. It's all about anti-inflammatory. And we know that chronic inflammation can lead to cancer, cardiovascular issues, Alzheimer's, neurological diseases, arthritis, autoimmune, diabetes 2, pulmonary. Even the World Health Organization says we need to get inflammation in our body under control. And that Salmon Oil Plus that's in that pack is your anti-inflammatory. And the reason that it works is because it has all 8 omega-3s. A lot of companies will just put 2 in, DHA and EPA, good for the heart and the brain, but it's not an anti-inflammatory. And the other thing that I love about the Neo-Life, here's the difference, is they test for over 200 contaminants with an allowable detection of 0. Other companies will test between 5 and 8. And that's why, we don't want to put the toxins in our body. We're trying to keep the toxins out. So all that testing is amazing. Pure Atlantic cold pressed fish. And when you take 3 a day, it reduces the inflammation index by 68%. And this is one of my favorite ones because I had joint issues and had to stop running. I had my knees scoped in my 20s. So by the time I was in my late 40s, pain was coming back again. I started another product called Full Motion. Within a month, I was back running. I used to wear braces. And once I introduced the salmon oil, oh my goodness, within the year, no longer wear the braces, have been active all my life. And when I broke my leg in February, up those products, and oh my goodness, a lot of people were saying you don't have the inflammation the same as most people. I healed so well, and I'm so thankful for these Neolife products. And this is why it works. Once again, the cell. We want to protect the outside. If you're not, then it is being attacked by stress, by sugar, by breaking it. Different reasons that your cells might get inflamed. On the right, with your omegas, then you want to protect it. And the other thing that it does is it reduces triglycerides by 17%, and it improves the omega-3, the anti-inflammatory, and the omega-6, your inflammatory, by 43%. So huge in bringing down that index by 68%. And when I had said that it was pure, it was actually endorsed by the Royal College of Obstetrician and Gynecologists to give to nursing moms and babies because it is safe for them and it helps to prevent postpartum depression. And I know, Maryellen, your daughter-in-laws would use it, right? Because it was so safe?
Yeah, both my daughter-in-laws took all the Neolife products during pregnancy, and every time they went for their ultrasound, the technician commented how well developed the heart, the lungs were, and they all had very healthy babies that have never been on antibiotics, and it definitely made a huge difference.
And the fourth product is the Essential Vitamin and Mineral Complex, the 21 micronutrients that you can't make in your body, that you have to get from food. So if you're not eating those foods, this is a great way to just fill that gap and have the wonderful foundation. And it has phytoenzymes for easy digestion. So a 4-in-1 power pack nutrition, 12 pounds of whole grains, 80 pounds of raw fruits and veggies, 10 servings of the omega-3 rich in every box, because there's 30 of those packs in the Pro Vitality. So great. Abundant energy, anti-aging, flexible joints, youthful skin, hair, and nails, heart health, immune system, healthy brain function, clear vision, antioxidant protection, and lifelong cellular health.
Yeah. And does Violet want to share her Pro Vitality story here? Because Violet, you've got a great story on Pro Vitality.
Yes, thank you, Maryellen. So I actually started the Neolife products starting with Pro Vitality, and that's what I first started. And before that, I had tried so many different products for years and years, and I had so many bottles of multivitamins to gummies and so forth, and nothing worked, and I did not see any results. So when I was introduced to Pro Vitality and when I started to take it, oh my God, by the third day, I could see the difference, like slight difference. But then when time went on, I had, like sluggishness and always wanted to sleep and tired and complained all the time, which I don't like to do much, but I had to because I didn't have any energy. So, but when I started the Pro Vitality, by the second week, I was energetic and I was ready to go. I wasn't sleeping after lunch or anything like that. So I'm really grateful. And I also think those pills, the 4 pills being in one small pack, it's so easy. You don't need to carry a pill box or anything like that. You just open it up, it's all there, you take it and you just move on. So I'm loving it, I'm enjoying it, and a lot of people that I have sold to have great testimonies. They are enjoying and taking it as every day it's required. So thank you.
Thank you, Violet. That's a great story. And so many people think it's normal to be tired. I think it's the #1 complaint heard by medical doctors. And everyone who starts the products, the first thing they say is, I don't know if it's all in my head, but I'm not tired anymore. So it's great. One of the issues we have too a lot now is hyperactivity with kids at home and at school, and especially the hard year we went through last year. So the salmon oil is amazing for children too. It's good for their brain. I have a lot of kids who suffer from eczema, skin issues, who do really, really well with the salmon oil. And then you pair that with our children's multivitamin, the Liquivite. That's for when they're babies because it's a easy liquid. But what makes it different is that it has those grain oils in it, those lipids and sterols. And then when they get a little older, they can do the VitaSquares and VitaGuard. And I like it so much that it's not a gummy because I know I've spoken to a lot of pediatricians and they say those gummies cause a lot of cavities in their mouth. And this is just all natural whole food. So it's so safe to take. And this is what my granddaughters grew up on. They started right as babies, like when they were born at Liquivite and then graduated to the VitaSquares and the VitaGuard. And now my oldest, who's 13, she actually takes the adult vitamins now. So it's definitely, the Pro Vitality is an amazing, healthy start to an energy-filled day. And you add that with our Neo Life Shake because, what do a lot of people eat for breakfast? They have, toast, cereal, oatmeal, all carbohydrates. And it's so important to get protein in the morning. It's a perfect breakfast for the whole family. All my family takes this every single morning, and it's fast, it's quick, and even when, they're going to sporting activities, it's easy to take before. So it's a great thing. So you can use it as a breakfast or a meal replacement, or even just as a supplement. But what makes it different than all the other shakes out there is that it's biologically complete with all 22 amino acids. You need them all for building and repair healthy tissue, but protein has so many more functions in the body. It's important for digestive enzymes to help us with digestion. Antibodies, it's your first line of defense against infection and disease is your T cells, and they're produced through amino acids. Hormones, very, very important. You hear I had so many clients who, had, PMS or, PCOS, all these issues. And they find once they get with the Pro Vitality and the shake, that combination, it helps their hormones produce properly. And of course, the big hype right now is collagen because everyone wants to have nice skin, right? But by just taking a collagen protein, it's not a complete protein. So you're actually missing a lot of the essential amino acids. So you will produce all the collagen your body needs if you have the right amino acids. So the body's smart, it knows what to do, right? And it also helps control blood sugar levels, which is so important. And what's inside, everything is all natural. It's biologically complete with all, as I mentioned, with all 22 amino acids, has a very high protein quality score because if you swallow a protein shake and it doesn't get absorbed, it actually becomes toxic in the body. There's 18 grams of protein per serving. It has the branched chain amino acids, which actually help your muscles, 5 grams of fiber, controlled blood sugar response, 25 essential vitamins and minerals, and whole food antioxidants. So it is packed with nutrition. But what's great is what's not inside. There's no artificial anything. There's actually a picture of 2 of my granddaughters when they were younger, and you can see even the baby, right when she could start on the sippy cup before daycare, she was sipping that Neo Life Shake because it's so safe. There's nothing in it that's unsafe, and she loves it to this day. They take it every day before school. So you can use the shake for daily nutrition. So what I love about the shake, you can use it multiple ways. You can use it to gain weight. If you need to gain weight, you take it with your food. Maintain weight. What I do is I do a smoothie in the morning, or lose weight if you need to lose weight. So a great kickstart for a weight loss program, or even just to get rid of toxins in your body, is our 3-day detox. And last Thursday, we did a good talk on that. So if you want more information on that, we can send you the YouTube. But people feel lighter. I know a lot of people say it gets rid of their sugar cravings, it resets digestion, they have more energy. They just feel amazing when they do this detox. So it's good, like if you want to lose weight to start your weight loss, or if you're kind of stuck, people back to that plateau, it actually helps kickstart it as well. So how the weight loss program works, it's not a diet, okay? Because diets don't work. It's a lifestyle change. So what you do is you take your shake in the morning. As I mentioned, you just mix it with water, but then you get a list of mini meals. So with snack ideas. So for instance, here's an example of a healthy snack of strawberries and almonds. And then at lunch, you can either have a healthy lunch, like let's say some salad and chicken, or something leftover dinner, or something that's healthy. Or if you really need to lose a lot of weight, some people for a little while will do the Neo Life Shake at lunch as well. Then you can have a healthy snack again, which is, let's say, some vegetables and hummus, or, an egg and toast or something like that. And then you have a balanced dinner. And the nice thing is you can do this with your family. You don't have to do separate meals, because this is a lifestyle. And even a lot of these types of meals are healthy for kids as well. So it's a super great way. And the key with why the shake is so important to take it first thing in the morning is because of the glycemic response control, keeping that blood sugar. And this is great for diabetics too. Like, I've had a lot of people who get better, their blood sugar balances. It prevents fat storage, promotes fat burning, and it gives you a lot of energy. So the Pro Vitality and Shake are also a basic energy program. So it's actually a win-win. The shake was actually proven in human trials where they actually did it in real life situation. They sent the shake home with people so that was the only difference that they had in their lifestyle. And the results were really amazing. They lost weight, 10% body fat reduction. This is on average. So some had a lot more, of course. Cardioprotective, reduction in LDL cholesterol, and it was all published in the American College of Nutrition. So really good evidence-based science. And as you can see, this is Gabby. She's one of my customer sister, and she lost 34 pounds in August of 2016. And Gabby was a mom with a young 4-month-old and an 8 and a 10-year-old. And she just lost her husband from complications of diabetes. He was only 40 years old. And she knew she had to take charge of her health. But what is so great about Gabby, because this is a lifestyle change, you can see her today in 2021. She looks great. She looks just as good. And she's kept the weight off, and she's keeping the lifestyle. And she actually was one of our 1-year challenge winners. So that was great. And then she helped her mom. Her mom lost 20 pounds in 5 months. And the interesting thing was, with the help of her doctor, she was able to get off her medication for diabetes, cholesterol, and reflux, which is a big problem, especially with elderly people. And it also helped her with the pain with her arthritis. And I know she dances all night now, and she feels great. So it's really nice that, she was able to help her mom as well as herself. And this is our biggest losers, Carlos. He lost 251 pounds in 26 months. And when I met Carlos, the first thing I asked him was, Carlos, everyone who loses so much weight, they have to get surgery and stuff. He said, I lost the fat, but I didn't lose the muscle. He had no surgery. And with his doctor, he was also able to get off his diabetes and cholesterol meds. And now he's healthy. And his daughter was so happy because she didn't even think he would make it to her wedding because he was so unhealthy. So now he, exercises, and, he's got a super lifestyle. And I know we're talking about weight loss, but the shake, but Pauline, you've got a great story about your hair and your nails. Would you like to share that with us tonight?
Sure. My name is Pauline, and I'm a retired registered nurse. Before Near Life, every time I brushed my hair, I noticed it was coming out in clumps. It looked dull and lifeless, and there were bald spots on my scalp. Also, my fingernails were breaking in little pieces. I said to myself, what's happened to my hair and nails? Well, it was time for me to take some action. I called my friend Joan, a Near Life director. After listening to my story, she suggested I attend one of Near Life health talks, after which I decided to use the breakfast pack. Within 3 months of using this whole food product, I was pleasantly surprised at the transformation of my hair and nails. No more bald spots. I now have shinier, healthier looking hair and perfect nails. I'm so delighted using Near Life products. They give me the results I yearned for. Thank you for asking me, Maryellen.
Oh, thank you, Pauline. And I know so many women, when I talk to my hairdresser and stuff, so many women are struggling with, with alopecia or bald spots or thin hair, and it's a sign of your body being healthy when you have healthy nails and skin. So thank you, Pauline. That's a great story. And I know the foundation of Neo Life is our core products, our Pro Vitality and our Shake. But if you have other issues, like a lot of people are looking for good quality vitamin D or whatever, we have a total health wellness solution. I know, Shelley, you've got some products that you like, that you take as well.
Absolutely, Maryellen. Yes, I really enjoy the full motion because that's the one that's helped me with my joints and with my broken leg. But I also have several clients who are looking for things for digestion, whether it's the beta jess for more hydrochloric acid, stomach acid, or whether it's enzymes, or whether it's that aloe for acid reflux, because that's a huge one, which is why we're doing the talk on Thursday on that topic. But that, yeah, several clients who find that aloe is just an amazing product. And this is the vitamin that you had mentioned, Maryellen, Vegan D. It's it's not from lanolin. A lot of the ones on the market are from sheep's wool. This one is from mushrooms and reindeer lichen. It's naturally sourced, whole food, all plant sourced, just really high potency and safety, and very, very great for your immune system. And as we start to head into winter, now we definitely in Canada, or anybody in the colder areas would want this for we're not having as much sun. So the other thing, in order to get these products, we do have a wellness club, and it's free to join. So the benefits of it is that you would save 15 to 30% off the retail. We have a convenient monthly auto ship where it will come right to your door, and a wonderful loyalty program where you get all your shipping back after using the products for 6 months. And you can use that money to try other products, because we do have great organic skincare line, as well as non-toxic, environmental friendly cleaners. So the other thing is that you can get your products for free just by sharing, which is what we want to do, like a good book or a good movie. So that's an option as well. And fitness challenge and the weight loss challenge are options to help you stay accountable. And Maryellen had said about the 1-year challenge that Gabby had won. I'm actually on my 90-day challenge right now. So great ways to get inspiration. You're not doing this alone. So these are the packs, the Pro Vitality that we've been talking about. Pauline mentioned the breakfast pack, which gives you 1 shake a day along with the Pro Vitality for a month. And then if you want to do the Shape Up pack for weight management or weight loss, you can have 2 shakes a day, which is the 3rd pack. And there's amazing, amazing stories in this Facebook group. Lots of testimonials, science, interviews. It's a great way on Facebook to learn a lot about the companies and how it works for people, because the products are made to work, backed by science. And there is one more option. If you are looking for a way to get a bit more income, whether people are looking to work from home, or whether or not you just want a little bit of extra income, like I did. I was a teacher, but you know what? I wanted a little bit of extra income to do some traveling with, or now that I'm retired, to do some extra things with some foundations. So it's an option, or maybe it's just to pay for product. It's a great way to earn some income. So if you're here just to, and I think we'll chat a little bit more about that later on as well. But if you're here just to get the products, that's wonderful. If you're here to learn a little bit more about a part-time or a full-time income, that's great. And if you're here just to learn a little bit more about ways to add some nutrition to your life, then thank you for listening. And we're going to stop this recording so that we can do some question and answer time.
Thank you so much, Maryellen and Shelley, for that great introduction. And I shared on the health talk, what the products had done for my health. Because when I first looked at Neolife, I wasn't looking for business opportunity. I had a police career. I thought it was a secure job. But as time went on, I realized that I wanted time freedom, and I wanted to be my own boss. And I just had this vision of being home and having a family. And I just didn't know how that was going to be possible with the shift work and being a police officer. So I got really excited just sharing the products, and then I had a bigger vision. So, if you're in a position in your life where you might not be happy with your job, or you're worried that it's not going to be there, and the stability might not be there, or if you're just looking for extra money, $500 a month, an extra $1,000 a month. It's incredible how, you know, when I've talked to people that are in a position where they're living from paycheck to paycheck, and the extra $500 a month would actually help them even, you know, making a mortgage payment and saving their house. So, you know, extra $500 a month, extra $1,000 a month. For me, it was that tax savings at the end of the year. That was a huge reason why I was really excited about building my Neolife business. But Neolife is on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. And it was founded in 1958. That really impressed me, was the stability of this company. And now we've been in business for over 62 years and in over 50 countries. And again, you know, 30 years ago, I didn't picture my business growing into other countries like Africa and Australia and France and England. And now I have a business in all those countries by word of mouth. So you just never know where this can take you. So, because people you know people in those countries. So you can build an international business. The values, you know, that is what really inspires the company, you know, and helping to fulfill the mission, because they have really amazing core values, absolute integrity, products that work, and a long range vision. And that was important for me because, you know, I was going to leave my job and my stability and my career. And if I knew, I was going to leave my job, I want to make sure that the company had strong values and it would lead me into the future. And people are number one, and equal opportunity for all, no matter your age, your gender, your experience. Really, really important, because I didn't have a university or college degree. I didn't know how to run a business, but it was something that I could do. And I learned as I built my business. And the support is fantastic. So you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Like Maryellen and I and Shelley and Cindy and, you know, Violet, those of you that are on the call tonight that are building businesses, and Serena, we work together as a team. You're not by yourself. And that's how, you know, with that family, that family unit, you really can grow an incredible business. And the company supplies everything, right? The distribution, the logistics, literature and sales tools, all your apps and ordering, the IT, that app that we have to help share the products. The company put a lot of money into creating these tools for us to make it easy for us to share the products and the business. Great, you get your own personal website. And again, the company does all the science, all the research, and all the marketing behind the product. So basically just sharing and working together as a team. So, you know, once you start using the products and you share the products, you share the opportunity, you know, that's the foundation, and the personal development comes along as you're building your Neolife business. And those are the 3 daily success habits. So there's a very simple 2-step system, and I'm going to try to explain this very simply, because, you know, don't worry about the terms and how all this works, but really, if you just refer 3 club members, you've developed 3 customers that are happy with the product, and you help them get their products for free. Remember how Shelley talked about the referral program? You can get your products for free. Well, if you help 3 of your club members do that, and then you find 3 people like you that are looking at earning an extra money, and you help them do the same, you can start generating a part-time income of over $1,000 a month. I think that's a great part-time income to come in that won't interfere with what you're presently doing. Okay. And then as time goes on, you just duplicate this. And this is where I saw the bigger vision, the bigger picture, where you start developing more people like this, where you can start earning over a 6-figure income. And that's where I was able to leave my job and do this business full time. So very possible. And we help you, we work with you, and the support is absolutely incredible. So where can you start a business for as little as $98? Okay, that is the lowest investment that you can make, and you get a free bottle. Remember the grain oils that we talked about, the Tran grain concentrate? They give you a bottle for free when you sign up in the business. So it really is a no-brainer when it comes to investment, you know, and even as a club member, you still get the benefits as a club member when you upgrade to a promoter or become a promoter. But this is where you can earn that extra 500, 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 more a month. So again, just by promoting the Neolife Club. Then we have one more option. So the $98 is your basic starter kit if you're looking at just starting with the basics. Then we have some people that have a bigger vision and are looking at earning income a little faster and want to really share the products and the business opportunity with people. And there's an incentive where you can earn a first order bonus incentive. And that's why as you start to develop club members and promoters, you can earn income quicker. Okay, so your approximate investment is a 250 PV order, and the average investment is around $800. So even to invest $800 in a business, that's where you're investing in product. So you're going to be trying other. I have some of my promoters have started with that kit because they want to try the cleaners, they want to try the skincare, they wanted to order a few extra things like the kids' products that they had on hand to sell to their friends and their family. So that $800 investment is in product that you can either try or a product that you can sell. So it's totally your call. So whatever you decide to do, we will help you build your Neolife business, whether you start with a $98 kit or you start with a little bit of inventory. It's totally up to you. You can start either way. And if you want to know more, there's another Facebook group, very similar to the Healthy Living community, where you hear all the stories on the product, where in this Facebook group, they have interviews of all the top leaders sharing their business journey. And Maryellen is on there, and Cindy and Shelley and Joan and myself. So there's long interviews. And then they also have clips and very quick 5 to 7 minute interviews where you can hear people's journeys. And what I really like about this group, they have categories. You can listen to teachers, you can listen to police officers, firefighters, I'm trying to think, accountants. So there's different professions where people share their journey, and some of them are still working for their present employer and building a part-time business, and some are full-time in the business. You can hear their stories and how they developed and built their Neolife business. So excellent Facebook group if you just want to check out some of the stories on the business. So I want to thank you for joining us tonight. If you have any questions on the business, there's some leaders on the call that are built incredible businesses. We'll just stick around and answer any questions that you may have as well. So thank you so much for listening.